Democrats are doing better in the polls, but pollsters are warning that it might not be real. It may be a mirage. This is a pretty sobering story. I got to tell you, this is coming from the New York Times, Nate Cohn. Nate Cohn's really a credible guy. Yeah. And he's saying that what's happening is pollsters are being influenced by the party that they represent. And they're doing it because they want to create hope. They want to create promise. They want to create this notion that all is good. So go out to the polls and we're going to win. It's that, let's go get them, guys. But the numbers, according to Cohen, just are not showing that.
Right. It is really interesting because when you see the national polls in the last 3 months, the national polls have shifted where it was Republicans beating Democrats. Now it's generic Democrat beating generic Republican. But then when you look at the individual races, you don't see that. So we're not seeing actual Democrat beating actual Republican. It's only the hypothetical Democrat beating the hypothetical Republican. Yeah. Now, there are plenty of areas for the Democrats to be optimistic, but in terms of the House of Representatives, I think that is so far-fetched at this point. The Republicans, again, break it down race by race, and you see that these people, I don't see how they lose, even with the extremism. They're gonna take the House.
Do you see how dangerous this is for Democrats?
Oh, absolutely.
For example, right now, if I were to ask you, what does media say about Warnock and Herschel Walker? Oh, Warnock's gonna clobber Walker. No. But that when you take and this is not just coming from us. Yeah. This is coming from Nate Cohn with the New York Times that did this story, and they say we better be really, really clear about what's really happening.
And that's actually one of the races I've been hyper focused on, just because.
Yeah, I've seen your stories.
Herschel Walker is just. I mean, just the biggest nut job we've ever seen. So it intrigues me, but the polls have all shifted, and Walker's ahead, and Warnock is nowhere to be found.
Exactly. So here's the problem. You can't, as you're looking at this, understand the polling process to a large degree really is used to pump up the party you want to pump up. Warnock's going to kill Walker. Oh, great. Well, that has a two-edged sword. One is, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. I'm not going to go to the polls and do anything about it. And sometimes that's actually used by the opponent.
Well, and it lulls the candidate themselves into this false sense of security with Warnock, who's not doing interviews. He's not doing rallies or events. He's just sitting.
How about Fetterman up in?
Yeah, well.
Give me your take on that race up there.
Fetterman is doing a good job. I mean, those polls have been consistent. Okay. He's winning by double digits against Dr. Oz. Okay. But a lot of that has to do with Oz being just the worst candidate with the worst handlers and the worst social media team. They're so stupid, is all I can say. They're so stupid.
It's like he chose every moron he could. But even that race, I
think it's tighter than people think.
I think it's a lot tighter than people think. But the polls, to me, they're being used as a weapon more than they're being used to tell us what's really going on. That's my point.